Guys, welcome to another Wake and Bake. I'm sorry that I overslept like crazy. It's just I was so lethargic. I don't know what's been going on. So yeah, I just slept till I think it was like 5 o'clock this morning almost, like on and off. I'm like, dude, I need some coffee badly. And so I had to make myself a full pot before I went live. I've already drank like half of it. Anyways, though, real quick, this stream is intended for audience members 21 or older. So if you are not 21, please leave the stream. Otherwise, myself or the mods will remove you. I'm sorry. No fetuses are allowed to watch the stream. And also, if you don't really like 420 friendly content, I'm sorry. My channel is not for you. It's best to find another streamer today. But if you are of legal age and do enjoy some cannabis content, do consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit that like button over there on the mobile stream. It will be greatly appreciated. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm already getting ready to hit the pendulum. Give me 1 second, though. Let me pull up the mobile stream chat. I forgot to do that. 1 sec. All right. Perfect. And there we go. It's time to turn on the pendulum and go in for a blinker for the first rip of the day. Cheers, everybody. Uh-oh, it's clogged. That's not good. Fixed it. Not gonna lie. You're lucky I don't have iron lungs because my hip is killing me this morning. I'm sorry, Torvy. What's up, Z? Welcome. We're chilling, hitting off the bucket, Benjamin. Having a nice wake and bake sesh. Finishing off the last bit of these couple pendulums that I have. So, I hope you guys got your carts ready. I hope you guys got your joints ready, your bongs. Let's get it. Still a little bit left. Anyways, considering I see that there is a bunch of people over on the mobile stream, guys, this stream is intended for mature audiences, 21 or over. So if you're not 21, please leave the stream. Otherwise, myself or my mods will remove you. Yeah, there's like a lot of people joining in. What's up, Aurora? Welcome. Yeah, things are getting a little unruly over there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm already wanting to switch carts. Because I got a little bit left in this one. And a little bit left in this one. What's up, Janish? Welcome. I'm gonna miss UV lights when it's gone. This is my own fucking strain. I'd recognize the taste of it anywhere. I'd recognize the taste of UV lights anywhere. Yeah. I tried to keep a straight face. Ultimately failed. Real quick though, let me get some sesh music going. Just because. Cheers, everybody. What's up, Heather? We're chilling. Glad this still has a bit of and I hate that my stash is running low. But it'll be refilled probably. Do I play Fortnite too? I do not like Battle Royale. I'm more of a Mortal Kombat style of player. I like arcade style games. I don't like shit that has a story or I have to worry about my aim. Also, first-person shooters in arcades are far superior to any first-person shooter on the phone, or on console, or on PC. Yeah. If you've ever played Terminator Salvation in the arcade, you know exactly why I say it. You have a whole fucking rifle pointing it at the screen. I'm sorry, but this doesn't immerse me.
Brothers and sisters who are new to the stream, Big Boss GothicGrimzz has 4 rules for being a part of his stream. Rule #1, no one under the age of 21, no bots. Rule #2, politics are not to be spoken of. Trust me, you do not want to know Big Boss's opinions on politics. I open that can of worms and regret it. Rule #3, no spamming. If you crash the stream, you will be banned. Rule #4, don't be a dick. This has been your public service announced.
Yeah, you had to use Morgan Freeman, didn't you? Cheers. So disappointed. So I can't stand Fortnite. I'm gonna be honest, I can't fucking stand Fortnite. I hate the community. It's so fucking cringy. Like, dude, fucking, not to mention, sellout.
Yes, I did.
Fuck's sake, what's up, Carol? Welcome. Fair enough. Also, when I first read that, at first I thought you said I'm getting some Polar Express. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a wheat strain now? I had to do a double take. I'm like, huh? Polar Express? Bro, low key, weed strain was called Polar Express, I would expect it to be extremely frosty. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. I wouldn't recommend the Freemax. That thing, the coil on it is not built to last. You have to continuously change it out. With the Yokan pocket, you never need another coil. You can clean it. The Freemax 2 coils are uncleanable because of them being quartz. You can't get rid of that burnt taste. Yeah, it's Luga Freemax 3. Yeah, it's a quartz coil. Once that burns, there's no way to save that coil. So even with that a slight little scorch mark on it, right? You can never get that burnt taste out ever again. It's done for. You have to throw that coil away, otherwise you're gonna get burnt dad heads. No, that's the thing. It's not about hitting it hard enough.
There's a strain called Polar Expresses up here in Alaska, and yes, it's extremely frosty. However, it's not worth the paper it's rolled in, brother. The shit's some of the worst weed I have ever smoked. It's not a matter of getting high, it's a matter of flavor and the fact it makes most people sick.
Now here's the thing, right? That's telling me that it's either A, very skunky, or B, it mimics something like cheetah piss. Which I fucking hate that strain. Cheetah piss literally smells like cat piss. When in, like, if you get a jar of batter of cheetah piss, yeah, it smells like cat piss. Horrible. If it's skunky, that's more incentive for me to actually smoke it. Because that just tells me that shit's so dank, it smokes like rigor mortis. Yeah. Yeah, cheetah piss is like a 50-50 for a lot of people. There's unicorn piss, there's cheetah piss, tiger's piss. Yeah, just a whole bunch of strains named after a whole bunch of big cats in their piss for some fucking reason. But the reason why is it literally has the smell of cat piss. Hence the name. That's how it got its name, was the smell. Yeah. If you thought that's bad, remember, J-Man got a strain literally called Wet Ass Pussy. Did you forget this, Corey?
My mom likes cheetah piss ick. Why though?
Bear, I need to get some type of dab, I swear. Because otherwise that flower will not last. Like, I will piss through that whole bag. It's gonna be a whole ounce, by the way. I'm not surprised. I got one called Swamp Water Fumes. The fuck are Swamp Water Fumes? Is that the fumes from every single fucking fish and reptile, like, just continuously ripping ass in the water all day? Is that, like, what swamp water fumes is? Like, that's what I would imagine it would be. There, I just can't buy those here. The one that you get is pre-filled, I'm guessing. We have to fill ours here, and so it costs more. Unless you buy it online and have it shipped in. Because you can't stop interstate e-commerce, that's against federal law. And I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck, Torby? As I was saying, I'm not gonna lie though. Like, at the end of the day, would I take dabs over flour? Yeah, any day of the week. I'm gonna be honest. Like, don't get me wrong. I fucking love a blunt. I love a good bong rip. But I will piss through flour so fucking quickly because of my tolerance. And that's even after taking, like, I could take a full week tolerance break, right? And start smoking bud again. My tolerance is going to be back within a couple of days. So, like, the only way to fully reset my tolerance is if I took a month tolerance break. Yeah. Fuck that. I took a 2-week tolerance break and that shit was miserable. Every joint, muscle, whatever, fucking was screaming. Why the fuck are you doing this? I was bedridden. Fuck that. I will never take another fucking tolerance break ever again. Literally after about a week into the tolerance break, I was fucking bedridden. Because everything hurt. And it didn't matter how much I stretched, how much I fucking tried to exercise in order to loosen everything up. Fuck no, that made shit worse. Because of weed, I'm actually able to fucking move around. Like, I didn't even know my muscles and joints were in that bad of shape until earlier this year. That's when I took that fucking tolerance break. Fuck that shit. Like, I can understand why people do it. If you do it recreationally, go for it. That will be for you. For me, fuck no. Like, I gotta have some edibles or something. Now, thankfully, edibles aren't cheating.
Coming at break.
Damn it, Bezos. Like I was saying, though, edibles aren't actually cheating on your tolerance break because your body has to build a tolerance to a different form of THC. You're welcome. So, if I went straight edibles for a month, that wouldn't be too bad. I would need stuff like, weed elixir, or, like weed lean, as other people call it. Or infused syrups. Those tend to work the best. If it's a gummy or some shit like that, I ain't feeling shit. Because my body has to break it down within a syrup or like a drink. It is so available, it takes no time for my body to absorb that. Yeah, it's like my whole body just said, fuck no, I don't want to work. No, fuck you. And everybody in my Discord can actually attest to this. Bro, I was like, oh, I can't wait until my tolerance break is over. I was like counting them motherfucking days, bro. Like, fuck. Like, I can understand why it is encouraged. So if I'm going to take a smoking tolerance break, I'm loading the fuck up on weed syrup. I am not making that same mistake again. Fuck that. Because, like I said, your body is building a tolerance to a different form of THC called hydroxy-11. And if you can get your hands on some hydroxy-11 weed syrup, oh boy, you're going to have a good time. Because your liver doesn't even have to fucking process that. That could be straight absorbed into your bloodstream. So as soon as it goes through your digestive tract and hits your liver, that's going to go straight from your liver into your bloodstream because it does not need to be broken down at all. It's already broken down. I got that shit one time and holy fuck, I was high. Like, I haven't been that fucking high since my uncle's edibles. And that's because this motherfucker would put like 5 ounces into one batch of brownies. Yeah, I could hardly sleep. I could hardly eat. I could hardly fucking move. Hell, it even hurt to speak. Like, my jaw was even hurting worse. That's just because I got an improperly healed hairline fracture going from this side to the other after being fucking jacked up by a crackhead when I told him to fuck off when he asked me if I knew where to buy some crack. I literally said, fuck off, get away from me. Bro literally ran up on me like, aye, like running like this. I'm like, bro, get the fuck away from me. Then bro tries to fucking, I don't know if he was trying to rob me or whatever the fuck, but if you know, you know, but Torby knows the spot, and I'm pretty sure, actually, wait, no, she wasn't around for that one, but I'm pretty sure you might have heard about it. But let's just say I kicked this crackhead over a bridge. Wasn't a big bridge, like just enough to, you know, ring his bell a little bit when he hit the ground, but yeah. If I aimed a little bit higher, though, I would have actually kicked this motherfucker in the throat. Considering this motherfucker decked me on this side, my honest reaction literally was to start going full martial arts. And yes, I was fucking scared shitless when the dude went over the fucking bridge. Hell, I even called I called an ambulance for him. Make sure nothing was broken. No, he was fine. And his bell rung a bit. I could probably think why. And no, it's not for those two reasons. I'm guessing it's probably your posture. Like, despite this motherfucker fucking me up, one, I needed an ambulance because I'm pretty sure I thought that motherfucker actually, like, you know, just broke a few fucking wisdom teeth. But other than that, Like, I just needed some medical gauze for my fucking mouth. I was spitting up blood. Like, of course the cops showed up. And I'm pretty sure they would, because considering I literally said I kicked a crackhead over a bridge, yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, that motherfucker did deck me in the fucking face to the point where I was bleeding. Obviously, yeah, I got fucking questioned like a motherfucker. It's kind of hard to talk with gauze in my mouth, but they can clearly say, yeah, I had a right to kick this motherfucker over the bridge once they heard my fucking story. Motherfucker was cracked up out of his mind wanting more crack.
Zip.
I straight up told him, bro. I literally kicked him in the chest. He went over the bridge. That was my honest first reaction after he decked me in the face. Bro gave me a 2-piece. I gave him a 1-piece. And off the bridge he went. Mind you, this was like a year before before I became homeless at the time, in 2020. Yeah. I'm guessing one of your ligaments is out of place. My suggestion: lay on your belly. I know this seems kind of counterproductive, but lay on your belly and then stretch forward. Like I said, lay on your belly and stretch forward. That's going to force your hip to reset. Either that, stand up, and then stretch all the way back, like you're doing the Matrix. Trust me on that. Press on that side of your hip with the back of your hand like this, kind of pressing it, and you should be good. You're good, bro. We're just straight up chilling. We're having a sesh, man. It's a wake and bake. Yeah, you're good, dude. Everything's fine so far. Yeah, it was just me and Corby talking for the most part. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Dude, we had a whole bunch of people just pop in at the very start. Like, damn. Bro. Like, it is good. Well, let me drop Stoned Nation a follow real quick, since they gifted me some biddies. Gotta show love and support to all the people who show. Also, Tato. Did you stream or anything by chance? Let's see. There's no clips. Says you're offline. Bio says, we don't know much about him, but we're sure Uncle Tato is great. Which they ain't wrong. Well, let me, just because. Of course. Gotta drop that stuff. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty far behind. If the YouTube chat is far behind Torby, swipe up and then swipe back down to the stream. It should refresh it and catch it back up. Because usually that's because like you might have accidentally paused it, or the stream might have paused while you were texting in chat. It's like that sometimes, though. And if I'm being completely honest and fair, I have no issues with it. Like, at all. I mean, as long as you're in the stream. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm thinking probably later tonight we're going to continue Pokemon Unbound. Because I have seen a lot of support for that series. And I know you guys actually did enjoy Infinite Fusion. So, I mean, bro, here's something that's actually kind of sad, but something really amazing at the same time. The Pokemon fan base are making better games than Game Freak. Just out of sheer passion. Power World has objectively created a much better game than Pokemon. Bro, from the look of how they changed the combat in the new one. No. You had a formula. We're not saying switch up the battles. We're saying, hey, maybe you're going in the right direction with the free roam and everything like that. But, I don't know, maybe introduce something like a way to dodge, like you can see in the anime, or combine attacks to make something special in like a tag battle, like they do in the anime, but you don't see that. Almost. They were almost there. And yet they half-assed it again. I do like that they want to keep it like real-time combat. It just does not look good. It does not look good. Bro, tell me why. Like, I'm just standing back and my Pokemon's doing everything. Like, there's no interaction between trainer and Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, even mid-battle, there's no interaction between trainer and Pokemon unless you're using items. Exactly, like Power World is objectively better. And yet Nintendo tried to shut it down. Getting a little scared of competition, ain't ya? And what's even worse is they've been taking down like fan games. Just because, you're using Pokemon assets. Do you see them making a dime from your fucking shit? No! Leave it the fuck alone! If people want to create their own version of Pokemon while not selling it, then why are you mad? That's just basically preserving Pokemon for every single generation of fan. And also considering within each generation, shit is getting easier and easier. Yeah, I'll take a fucking Pokemon fan game that actually introduces some form of difficulty. And an interesting story. Now here's the thing, right? I know I've always said, I don't care about the story, this and that. but the Pokemon series was one that I always paid attention to because I wanted to see how it mirrored any of the manga that would come out for that region. So if the story kind of veered off some, I would notice certain details. Exactly. And also, look up right now. If I'm pretty sure no executive from Game Freak is watching this stream, but even if there is, I dare you to look up how much a copy of Pokemon Emerald is right now. Are you back? Yeah. I don't want to have to sell a kidney to play Pokemon. That's a whole car payment. Exactly. And remember, Pokemon used to have such beautiful sprite work. Bro, you had a chance to go into more of a ultra-realistic kind of sprite work. But you didn't want to put that type of effort in there, did you? And also, to make cries for older Pokemon sound high definition, all you did was turn the pitch up a couple of notches. Tell me I am wrong. Yeah, I don't like the way Pokemon has been going lately. That's why I have no incentive to buy a Nintendo Switch. That's the only thing I would buy it for. I didn't like the way they're going with fucking Legend of Zelda. And a smile, and a shake of your head, and a smile, and a shake of your head. It's bad. I literally bought Sword and Shield and then listed it on eBay in a couple of days. Because I already beat it in 2 days. It's not a challenge. I knew my type advantages. Like, as soon as I saw any Pokemon that I was familiar with, that motherfucker was on my team. And 9 chances out of 10, Staraptor always came in clutch. Exactly, they look horrible. The way they reacted to Power World, like, dude, it just made you look like a petty-ass grandpa that's upset that he's not making a few extra pennies off an idea he could have went with, but half-assed instead to save extra pennies. Nintendo is running Pokemon like the Great Depression. That should speak volumes. Exactly. And the fact that they tried, like, filing new patents just to add those on to as evidence for their lawsuit, I'm sorry, yeah, suck a dick. Genuinely. Like, for sakes, Exactly. Like, don't get me wrong. With Shining Diamond, or I think it was like Shining Diamond or something like that, Diamond and Pearl re-release. You had such potential. Also, why no platinum? I'm sorry, but platinum was objectively better. It's not wrong. Because at least Bethesda still has Doom. You know, the new Doom sucked ass. Yeah. But I will give Bethesda a point for moddability. Like, at least like their old school releases, like Fallout New Vegas, on PC, I could mod the shit out of it. No bullshit. So, like, in the end, like, it's one reason why, like, its modability is the reason why I want to get Skyrim VR and this mod fuck out of it. Like, tell me I'm wrong, that shit would be amazing. And yes, I would play it baked as fuck on stream. Because why not? I'm telling you, like, in the end, I think Skyrim would be a better title in VR. Also, I want to get one of those mats that you have to, they come with like a specific pair of shoes that are basically like a cheap treadmill. So, yeah, definitely want to give that a shot. Plus, it would be a good way for me to exercise. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I get more exercise out of my VR headset than anything else. That's because of, you know, what was that fucking game called? Propangiation VR, that fucking zombies game that I'm playing. Sending hate from Texas. Bruh, I'm from Texas. You're just sending hate from my home state? Fine. I hate Texas anyways. Oh shit, I have the Benjamin turned on. Oops. Exactly. It's just everybody wants to make their fucking game like a goddamn movie now. Bro, what happened to Metal Slug? What happened to Street Fighter? What happened to Tekken and Mortal Kombat? Bro, I don't want a movie. I want an arcade game. That's why I fucking love Killer Instinct, is it actually has that arcade style feel. Like, still to this day. And there's tournaments for the shit, which I might actually compete. Probably get the floor wiped with me, but maybe not. I've seen some crazy shit, though. And it still has, like, plenty of people playing online. Just not a lot of people playing ranked. Everybody wants to play, like, non-ranked nowadays. Like, you can encounter a level, like, a first-time player and then a veteran pull up. What's funny is there's two types of veterans. They'll notice you're a new player, and they won't go all out. They'll pick a lower level character that they have and want to actually improve upon. So you've got those veterans. Then you have veterans that show people how to do 200 hit ultra combos. Just pretty much to quote Moist Critical, he's pulling his cock out. Pretty much. Yeah, it really interrupts the flow of the game. Like Mortal Kombat, Tekken doesn't really have too much of a story. It's always had a story, but that took place in between like the start and the end of the battle. So usually it's like a few lines, and to discover the whole story, you actually have to play that character multiple times in a row to hear all of their dialogue between them and that certain character. That's what I liked. You had to figure out the story for yourself. It gave it an extra layer of discovery to the game. And you just take that away by just spoon feeding it. I hate that shit. That was like one of the best parts of fighting games. Was to learn the lore in between the battle, like during the start of the battle and the end. Those voice lines were important. Now they're not. They're just shitty one-liners. Tell me I'm wrong. Also, if you wanted to learn more about the lore, you would find that shit in the manual. Considering the manual is no longer available, have it as a separate section accessible. You know how Marvel vs. Capcom did like the comics you would unlock for playing the game to learn the story? And unlock more cutscenes and lines between characters? Yeah. That's how it's done. You give the player incentive to invest in the story if they're curious enough to figure shit out. And plus, once you notice there's a new voice line, it creates a little bit of like you discovered something new. It creates the joy of discovery. Like, oh, I just figured some shit out. Holy fuck. You took that away from me. That's how storytelling is done. Not like The Last of Us. Not like that at all. I'm sorry, not even like Silent Hill F. Like, that's why half of me is actually nervous for the new Alien Isolation. I do somewhat like the new Silent Hill. Somewhat. I like how it has... I don't know how to really put it, except for it really has that feel of classic Japanese horror from like Junji Ito or a few others that I can't remember off the top of my fucking head. You know what I mean? It has that feel, so I like it's going in that direction. Yeah, like, I want to discover the story, not have it spoon-fed. I want to figure out the story for my fucking self. You took away that fucking discoverability, and I will never forgive you for it. That was my incentive to invest in the story. Hell, Pokemon does it that way. Well, did it that way back in the day. What's up, CJ? Welcome, welcome. But my point still stands. Like, there's no discoverability in any stories anymore. It's just spoon-fed to you. It sucks. It's like, I miss the days where, like, say I have Scorpion and Sub-Zero about to duke it out, right? Well, those specific voice lines between battles, when I'm doing it, making them fight multiple times, I'm going to have to figure out what's the lore between the two for this specific version of Mortal Kombat. See, Mortal Kombat started doing more story stuff around Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Hey, Green Queen, how you doing? Now, I do like the look of Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I did like the arcade. Yes. I play Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Killer Instinct, King of Fighters. I'll whip some ass in King of Fighters 98. I'm just rusty as hell because I've played that shit since like the 360. Like, the new one though, I'm not touching those with a 10-foot pole. Like, MK9 is as far as I'll really go, or MKXL, just because of the Terminator. Because, you know, Arnold. Exactly, old Mortal Kombat was the shit. Like, I could run somebody's shit in old Mortal Kombat, especially if you gave me the arcade. Like, if you gave me the arcade setup, the buttons layout, oh yeah, I'm gonna run somebody's shit. Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking Soul Calibur. I used to main spawn in that shit. Soul Calibur was fucking awesome. Also, I didn't like Dead or Alive 5. Yeah, way too sexual for me. Bro, tell me why they really put extremely realistic jiggle physics, and it makes me very uncomfortable. I don't want my fucking video games to mirror reality. I'd like to be immersed. Yeah, it was bad. Don't get me wrong, Dead or Alive has always had kind of that waifu-esque thing going on, but they just kicked it up to like 1,000 on Dead or Alive 5. King of Fighters, like a couple of them, you know, they would add like certain animations to make, you know, some of the female characters look more sexy. Which, hey, no problem with that. Except this one bitch that's always like she has a red dress, she's got fans, and she always hunched over. And for some reason, they added realistic jiggle physics to her tits. This is pixel art, by the way. So somebody had to animate that shit frame by frame. Just let that sink in. Like, don't get me wrong. And when it comes to like shit on like brutal death metal covers, slam, bro, that don't bother me. It's part of culture. I know how fucked up that shit looks. And I know people's reaction to it. So it makes me want to wear it even more. Yeah, it's the one that you would always fucking play. You'd spam those that fucking fan attack. I hated that shit. Also, that little midget motherfucking Freddy Krueger motherfucker. I hated that son of a bitch. I hated that motherfucker. Fuck. That motherfucker can suck a dick. I hated when you played as him. I hated that motherfucker. Nothing happened, Lunar. We're just talking about King of Fighters. I'm just talking about that fucking midget wannabe Freddy Krueger motherfucker from fucking King of Fighters that I despise with my very being. I hate that son of a bitch. It's hard to even land a single hit on the fucker if you're good at playing at least that character. I had to play so many tanky ass characters to get rid of that little son of a bitch. Hated that motherfucker. Torby. We're going to have a rematch for old time's sake. And I know what just crossed your mind. How are we going to do that? You have an Xbox. I have an Xbox. I have the game digitally available. You have Wi-Fi. And I can use Lunar's console. Because he doesn't mind since he's got Wi-Fi again. Just saying. At the end of the day, this guy looks like he has an anime girlfriend. I hate anime for the most part. Unless it's like Junji Ito. Then again, that's more manga. Yes. What the fuck was I saying? That really fucking shocked the hell out of me. What part of the bombs? Actually, you can't see any. Yeah, we're gonna have to change that in the background. I'm gonna have to get rid of that TV. That thing doesn't even serve any purpose. What's up, Nozor? Welcome in. Torby. Okay. Not this Friday, but next Friday. Remind me to see how much the dome is on the sunglass. Shut the fuck up, Torby. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it'd be a very specific kind of goth. Black metal goth. By the way, later on, after I can get my hands on some quality fucking corpse paint, I plan on bringing a project back to life. And I have my own axe. Also, vote later on in the Discord if I should get Ernie Ball Mammoths or Mega Slinkies. Your choice will determine which project I bring back. Torby already knows. Let's just say, hold on, let me use a good example. What? Hey, when did they release this single? Split. 2 songs, 23 minutes. Yeesh! Okay, so it's like their original album that I got from the Metalhead box. Why is that album not on here? Ah. Let's see. Let me go to that album. Why can't I just not go straight to the album? Okay. Nightbridge. I think it was this one. That's one. And then this is actually going to shock a lot of people. But the London Orbital, I believe it was the Hollow. I'll know from the intro. No. Nope. Nope. There it is. This is atmospheric black combined with a little bit of post black. Now, here's the thing about post black. It's actually lighter in tone. Yet it still keeps that. It still keeps the old school vibes intact. It just, it doesn't care about making that shit sound like this. What I love about Kassad is they always, like, they have that DSBM feel to them without having the DSBM look or going full into it, like, lyrical wise. And for those who don't know what DSBM is, it's depressive black metal. I can't say what the S stands for, but you can probably put two and two together, and it's usually a venting mechanism for black metal musicians who are really like going through it. It tends to have lyrical content about isolation. Sometimes it really dives into very heavy topics from depression that cause you to do things to yourself. That's all I will say. But it's their way of getting out all of that, just ick out, while still, like, it's a way for basically the music genre tends to be like a couple albums for each band.
I cuss tungsten ball sack.
Fair enough. But let's just say, yeah, DSBM is actually one of the genres that even I created back in it. Like, I actually had my own solo project. I did the bass, I did the drums, I did the guitars, I did the vocals. And that's one thing that I like about other DSBM bands, is they tend to be a one-man project. So not only can they play the guitar, but they can play the drums, and they can also do vocals. Sometimes they can't play bass. That's okay. Don't always need bass in black metal. You just need that guitar to create a good atmosphere. And see, even Torby enjoys it. But a lot of black metal musicians that are in the DSBM community, either A, they have conquered their own demons, or they didn't. Let that set the tone. And the reason why the project lives on is through their fan base. From when they were still with us. Because, to put it lightly, they opted out of the server. Yeah. Thankfully, I was part of the other 50% that conquered their inner demons and didn't opt out. Yeah. But had it not been for this guitar, which is why I spent 2 years tracking this thing down, without Grace, I would not be sitting here. Without Grace and without the Ozman. Those were my comforts, and those were my shield. If I was pissed off, I'd pick up Grace. If I was lost and I needed wisdom, I'd go to the Ozman. Sometimes, even God himself, Lemmy. I hope you guys got that joke. Exactly. Like, I didn't want to go out and take my frustrations out on people, despite, my mother being sick all the time and stuff like that. Yeah, that without Grace, there's a reason why. Like, when I found her in that shape, like damn near fully restored, and even better than when my fucking ex took her from me.
I cussed. Forgive yourself. Ah, fuck, I missed.
Hey, brother, that's already been done. That was the beautiful thing about that project. Is DSBM is, some people make fun of it and say, oh, it's emo black metal. No. If you really understand the purpose of it, I don't think a lot of people would be making fun of it. It's a way to keep the musician sane and keep them on the server. But some of them take it too far. Like Psychodome. Which, yeah, there's a reason why I don't support Psychodome. On me, that was fucking perfect. So at the end of the day, like, I would say the most beautiful metal genre of them all has to be DSBM. Because of how the fucking community rallies within itself, if they see a new project pop up, they're gonna be like, yo, okay, let me get this motherfucker's like Instagram, their email, or whatever the fuck I can. I'm gonna check on this dude, make sure that they're still like planning on creating music and still like doing their thing. Like, it's a very beautiful community, very, very tight. Now there tends to be some drama here and there, but not a lot. It's one of the most supportive. Example, hold on. And this is a full band that still does stuff to this day. So, this band is from Sweden. And they're more symphonic. I've shown them plenty of times, but for the new listeners, well, you guys are in for a treat. And what the funny thing is I didn't get in trouble for playing any of this music like last time. I did have to cut out a few within the Pirates of the Caribbean stream, but I really don't care. Hold on, there's still another one I need to edit out. There it is. Can't be seen in some details. Details, take action, segment, continue. That's it. So, like, at the end of the day, I can just trim all this. One last little thing. This is a whole choir, by the way. He's slowly fading into the audio engineer who ever mixes the music. My brother. Fucking amazing. Dead ass. Then the fucking lungs on the vocalist of this man, Yeah, do you hear the lung power on that son of a bitch? God damn! That motherfucker could literally rival the fucking vocalist of Dark Funeral. And I Antichrist. I'm sorry, Andreas. I love you, bro. But god damn! The vocals on this motherfucker. Also, I'm sending that to you right now, Torby. Mind you, it is on YouTube Music. So, either way. You can still discover what song it is and all that. It should say in chat. Yeah, there it is. But all of their music is just like that. Even their new album. Well, newest. They haven't released anything since 2022. Which, they also have...
Incoming at break.
So there's literally... They have the black metal version of the album, and then just orchestral. Have you ever seen a band do that shit? Which, by the way, it's not bad. And by the way, that's the actual, that's the keyboard player. He does every bit of the orchestra. Every single instrument. Do you know how difficult that is to sync up and do properly for an orchestra? That's a feat. I've tried. The Sinister Symphony was a pain in my ass to mix. Just saying. Black metal band did this. Let that sink in. A black then to switch it up to the black metal version, which actually adds the guitars and everything. It starts out just the same, but leads in this. That's how it turns out. They fucking sing black metal to the xylophone. You know how fucking difficult that shit Not gonna lie. Everything they do, I fucking love every single album. Every single EP, their demo, they are the fucking shit. And by the way, I will send you that song as well, Torby. There you go. There's the song. Hold on. Here's the album it's from.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Beefy.
It's track 8 of that album. And they do have, like, orchestral intermissions between some tracks to kind of lead up into the next one. And then share, sending this as well. Both versions are right there for you. Torby's just like, yes. Send me all of this. One thing I really wish, though, is I wish I could see them live. As they do perform live. I haven't seen them in the States, though. Hold on, let me check. Are they touring right now? Damn. So they are going to be in Germany at the Beast in Black, which runs from late July to mid-August. Son of a bitch. Of course. They're playing Wacken! God damn it! I'm missing another good year of Wacken! This is some bullshit! What's the fucking lineup? Judas Priest! Black Label Emperor! Motherfucker! I'm sad that I can't go to Wacken this year. I haven't been since 2010. No, I wouldn't take any weed with me, but fuck, it'd be worth it going sober for a few days. God damn it. Even Dragon Force is gonna be the... Even Infinite Annihilator's going to be there. Son of a fucking bitch! And Pig Destroyer. Come on, man! Why do I miss the good years? Fuck! I think it was like last year, King Diamond was playing with Emperor. And Sepultura. The more I stare at this poster, the more and more I'm getting pissed off that I can't go. Fuck, dude. How much would tickets cost? How much are they still running? Is it as much as it used to be or no? €351. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's not bad. Camping begins July 26th to August 2nd. So that's a long-ass festival. Okay, you are definitely getting your money's worth. And, oh, it's only VIP tickets that are available right now. Faster tickets, harder tickets, and louder. The louder tickets are the only ones. Yeah, that's what they named their tickets, by the way. Oh, dude. I wish I could go. Okay, so no matter what, you can still, if you got the cheaper tickets, you could still camp.
How is everyone?
Motherfucker, dude. Damn, people are definitely getting their fucking money's worth nowadays, because when I went, it was like 3 or 4 days. That's like a whole week of metal. Fuck, I want to go even more now. Son of a bitch. And I'm guessing since they're VIP tickets, the louder tickets, fuck, dude, that means I could have met Emperor. Dude, I could have saw Rob Halford again. Fuck. I guarantee you I could have found somebody at the festival who literally fucking spoke English, who had weed. That's how me and my uncle got it. After we ran out of the little bit of weed he had stuffed in that little thing of fucking what was it? Deodorant. I was trying to remember, was it cologne or was it deodorant? And I was like, no, it was deodorant. If I remember correctly. Like, yeah, if I remember correctly, that was the time he taught me how to use a deodorant stick to carry my weed anywhere. This is like 2010. I didn't smoke at the time, but still. Like, my uncle was one of those stoners. He's like, I'm going to educate him about it, so that way, if he chooses it, he's not going to get all the fucking bullshit. He's going to actually know what he's getting involved in, and know that even if he chooses this, that it is not good for him until he is of the age of 25 for his brain development. But considering the genetic issues that I have with my muscles and joints, he wouldn't have blamed me. So that's why at 16 I was allowed to fucking smoke. The way I was allowed to smoke was I had to smoke with him only when he smoked, and I could only smoke as much as he dictated. So a couple puffs off a blunt, and that's it. That's all I get. Now, I could eat weed brownies, but only when he would eat weed brownies. And if I snuck any weed brownies, then, yeah, he wouldn't make any. He wouldn't make any more for like a month. I know from experience. It's almost 2 months. So yeah, don't steal his weed brownies. He'll share them. That was his way of saying, yeah, there's no way to steal them. You don't have to take anything. You ask. So don't try to sneak shit past me, kid. Like, I could literally go up to him. Like, I remember at 15, I literally had a really fucking shitty day at school. And then I had gotten my ass kicked in martial arts class. I asked him, can I have a weed brownie? He's like, yeah. You can have like half of one, yeah. But I get the other half. But let's go get some something to eat first. That way you don't get sick when you eat it. And so I would literally go from the dojo to CC's Pizza, eat however much food I wanted, play as many arcade games as I wanted, go home to when I was staying with him at the time, and he'd give me my weed brownie. He'd eat his, would put on Beavis and Butthead, Celebrity Deathmatch. Hell, when Metalocalypse was running, he still had empty tapes. So he would actually record that shit. So we could rewatch it anytime we wanted. Bro. Yes. That would be a way for you to expand your audience, one, and you don't have to do it as a full video. You can do it as a stream. Like, have you not see how I did in the last one? At first, that shit was good, bro, but then that shit went bad quick. Like, at first, I was like, this is acceptable for a $30 ounce. 2 weeks later, that shit was dead. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I literally gave the rest to my cousin. And I was like, dude, you can give me like $50. Which he paid me. And I used every bit. I didn't see a dime of that. I used it every bit on bills. Brother. My brother sent me some. My stash is running low. Send your boy a Benjamin. I'm just playing, bro. What I will say is later on, after I get my Twitch payout, I'm going to go get me a couple of those sauce syringes that are batter. Well, I'll buy one, review it, see if it's good. If it is, I'll buy another one. The sauce, that shit tasted funky. Not bad. Personally, if I'm going to a plug, bro, I'm pulling up at their place or they're pulling up to my place. And either A, there just be an exchange, or B, we are smoking. And 9 chances out of 10, the plugs I smoke with, I'll match, or they'll use their stash. Be like, yo, before you give me the money, let's roll up and smoke. See how much you really want. All right, bet. That is the best way to sell fucking weed. Hold on.
Weed news from Alaska.
Uh-oh.
There is a new strain called rapid moose shit. Evidently, it simulates the effect of mushrooms and the high of opium. I am scared. This has been weed news from Alaska.
What the fuck? I would not trust that shit not to be laced with a 10-foot pole. That's like that strain devil's advocate. In case you don't know what devil's advocate is, yeah, just look that shit up. You're not gonna be able to find it at a dispensary. But let's just say that it involves some governmental substances that made you see things. I mean, unless you want to see the face of the gods, then go ahead. You want to live a different lifetime and come back like 3 hours later?
ZZZZ.
Go ahead. Let that set the tone. My brother, you could smoke that shit and live a whole 7 years as another person, a fish, or whatever the fuck. I've heard stories of a dude who smoked that shit and his ass thought he was a fucking tree for 3 hours. Let that set the tone. Bro didn't even finish the blunt. What's up, NSIC? Yeah, that's some diabolical ass weed. That's why it's called Devil's Advocate. I do not trust that worth a fuck. Anyways, I will be right back. Shit, I'm doing good, NSIC. Real quick, though, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back, guys. See you guys in just a minute. heck? Yeah, like I was saying, have you ever heard a more corporate review? Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a very corporate review of that fucking strain. Now, if I could actually see for myself and test it, make sure that shit ain't laced, and here's the thing, I'm going to send that weed off to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Cloud, since he is the biochemist. And he makes my fucking strain UV lights, which him and I co-created. So, at the end of the day, yeah, I trust him to actually look into the terpenes and everything like that and give me all the information that I need about that strain. So, Tato, if you could, try to find some extracts of that, like terp extracts, so we can send those off to Mr. Cloud and have him, analyze those. Just the terps. No THC, just terps. Like some terp sauce. And why would I want terp sauce with no THC? Well, of course I want some bud with it. But, ever heard of dipping a blunt in a terp sauce? Like straight up just dipping the blunt into some terp sauce? No. Well, you have today. It has to be very quick, so you don't get too much, and you only need to dip it in like maybe a quarter of the blunt. And then you'd use the rest to kind of spread it out throughout the rest of the blunt. And make sure it's not through the hole that you're going to fucking breathe through. Make sure it's on the other end that you're going to spark up. Otherwise, you're going to seriously regret it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, I've gotten some good terp sauce over the years, right? But at the end of the day, like, it has to be fresh. It has to be cured correctly. Like, I'm picky. Now, you can find Skunk Hero terp sauce. It's similar to the original. Not exactly. Skunk Hero, that shit was awesome. Fair enough. Now later on, if I can find that, funny enough, terp sauce is actually legal to purchase. It's categorized as hemp. There's no THC. So, say I bought, I don't know, some THC diamonds, right? That were 99% THCA, which most diamonds are. And I add some of that terp sauce with them. You can get where I'm going with this. I have basically made an extremely potent version of that strain. There's a little hack for you. If you get some shit that's 99% THC or THCA, you're missing out on your terps. You need your terps. That controls the flavor, that controls the high, and how long you stay high. And also, I mean, that's fair, Tato. The fact I would just go to my local shop too. Like, the one that I went to, considering I had my employee discount and everything, it was a 45-minute walk. Just there. And a 45-minute walk back. But, considering after paying $350 for a fucking ounce at this other place, actually no, it was a half ounce. Yeah, I walked my ass 45 minutes over to the other one and bought a zip for like $200 with my employee discount using my medical card, because that also takes away taxes. So, little hack for you as well. The only thing is, you cannot be high while on the job as a weed tender. Otherwise, you get in serious trouble, depending on the state. Now, the one that I worked at, there's a reason why they're no longer around. Yeah, they didn't give a shit. They would let us take the trim and the shake home with us for reasonably cheap. Or, like, say if we're pressing wax, it's got a little bit of flour material in it. If we wanted to pay for the fuck up, we could keep it, and they would just sell it to us at the price that they basically bought it for. So they wouldn't lose money, and they would take it out of your check. But you couldn't do it on purpose just to get that. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it for you. They'd make you throw it away. And they know that shit hurts. They'd make you throw it away. They'd watch you too. And then they would go over with like a water or something and pour like a drink and pour that shit over the flax so you couldn't fucking smoke it. They made sure that shit was unsmokable. I mean, I don't know how much of a fiend you have to be to sort through the trash for some dab. It's kind of nasty. But, you know, people don't learn.
Incoming at break.
And Bezos needs his fucking money on Twitch. God damn it. Either way, honestly, I'm thinking about ending things off here. So if you guys did enjoy the stream, be sure to hit the like button over on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new here, if you want to see more of my content. And also consider dropping a follow over on Twitch and joining our Discord, which I'm about to pop in right now after the stream. So I will see all of you beautiful motherfuckers over in BC. Stay high, stay metal, stay safe, motherfuckers, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
What the hell are y'all still doing here? What, are you in love with my ass or something? Well,